back to another episode of RAR. Today we're gonna go back to the sea. What we got is mussels. We're gonna make it in a nice white wine, buttery, garlic, lemony sauce. We have lobster claws just because when I'm at the supermarket I cannot resist. Salmon, and to be a little healthy, we got string beans, and of course the starched potatoes. This is gonna be a recipe that involves a lot of patience, but it is quick. You just have to do everything at the right time, in the right moment, but it is gonna be delicious. So stay tuned, let's get cooking. We wanna start with the salmon, so what I wanna do with it is dress it with a little olive oil right now. So just take a little dab, kind of like the steak. This helps seal in all the flavors. That's that. Massage it in. The other side of this has the skin. You don't really need to put olive oil on here, but just massage that in. There you go. And then we're gonna salt it, put garlic parsley powder on it, a little bit of pepper, and that's it. We're not gonna complicate it. Fish has a very good taste on its own. You don't need to add too much to it. Just a little bit for a kick, and that's it. Let's salt it. Cover the entire surface area. Beautiful. Garlic parsley powder. You know this is my favorite. Beautiful. And then pepper. Seafood and spicy always go well together. Salmon is seasoned, prepared to be cooked. I just want to turn these potatoes into wedges, so slice down the middle. Perfect. Slice down again. These imperfections you can take out after, that's no problem. These are beautiful golden color. And what we're gonna do is boil them, put them in the oven, they're gonna come out crispy. It's gonna be perfect. And that's it. Potatoes are good to go. They're made into wedges. Shallots are minced. We're gonna mince some garlic right now. The water's boiling behind me. That water is for the potatoes specifically. They're gonna sit there for about 15 to 20 minutes before going to the oven. And while that's all happening, we're gonna prepare for the mussel sauce and what we're gonna cook the mussel in. So the shallots has a big role in that. We're gonna do the garlic next. For kick, we're gonna add this pepper. It's a very spicy pepper, but spicy and seafood go very well together. So let's continue to mince it. The water's boiling right now. I just want to salt it a little bit. This is for the potatoes. That's about it. Take your potatoes and put them in. We have the skillet on medium-high heat. I want to add some oil. This is for the salmon. You don't want too much. That's perfect. And what you want to do, the salmon has a side that you're going to present it on called the presentation side. That's what we're going to put face down first. So we're going to give it a nice little crust on the outside and finish it off in the oven. Let that oil heat up a little bit. While the salmon is being crusted on one side, let's talk mussels. Take another pan, put some oil at the bottom, put that heat on, let that warm up. Add the butter to the olive oil so it doesn't burn. Leave that warm to melt down. While the salmon is being cooked in the back, we're going to work on the sauce for the mussels. The butter's melting with the olive oil. I like to take lemongrass, it adds a little flavor. You just want to smack this down the middle just to crush it open. Use the back end of your knife or whatever. This helps it release the flavor. That's pretty much that. Take your greenery, not all of it. This is dill, chives, parsley. Save some for later because you know greenery and the scenery are good to go. And just mince this up. The salmon right now, they've been down here for about 2 minutes or so. You don't want to fight it, let it let go. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Patience is key here. Flip it one more time. Perfection. Beautiful. Those aromas, they're back again. We have the garlic, the butter, the oil, the chive. It's absolutely perfect. Now with the pepper, and when I add the mussels, forget it. This is going to be an absolutely delicious sauce. Our baguette did just arrive, and that's going to make a good dip. Salmon, unlike any other food, it talks to you when it's fully cooked. This all becomes one color. So what I want to do right now, I have the crust on the outside, the skin is perfectly charred on the bottom side. I want to put it in the oven. So we're going to put it in this pan, pop it in the oven that I have at 350 degrees, leave it there for 10 minutes and we'll get to it. So first things first, while this is all giving flavor to this, these were pre-cooked, they are frozen. I want to base these at the bottom. Let the ice on this melt, let it soften up, let it open back up so it can be ready to be eaten. Now, what I want to do is take the mussels and dump them right on top. And that's it. I'm going to put a lid on this and cover it for about 5 minutes. The trick to mussels is this: if they're open before you cook it, don't eat it. If they're not opening when it's cooked, don't eat it. And that's it. Otherwise, it's eating fair game. We're going to use the pan that we made the salmon in. We're just going to turn the heat back on, add some garlic to this, put the string beans in. I'm going to get some lemon on here, some salt, some pepper, saute for a little bit. Once these turn a little whiter than the color they are right now, they're good to be eaten. I like it crunchy, so we're going to take it up earlier than you should. I love to drink red wine. I love to cook with white wine. So what we're going to do is crack this open. Beautiful. Let's add some white wine to this. This is Chardonnay, so it's a nice dry wine. Cover it back up, let that steam, and we'll be good to go. For extra flavor, we're going to take lemon, squeeze it right on top. That is beautiful. These are organic, they have seeds, they're tasty, they're delicious. Let's make things a little bit more interesting. Let's spice this up with a little bit of butter. A teaspoon of butter never hurt anybody. A little extra kick, chili flakes. Pop that right on top. The mussels have been steaming. We just want to get the flavor all around. The mussels right now, they smell absolutely amazing. They all opened up. Look at that. We had a few on camera. They were delicious. I'm looking forward to having a few more. We're going to take this out. We're going to leave the butter, the wine, and everything in the bottom. Add some flour on it, thicken the sauce up, and then put it right on top as soon as we put everything in. This is where all the flavor is. That's where everything happened, just in this broth. So what I want to do, I want to thicken this up a little bit. I'm going to take a little flour. You want to take a little flour and just dump it in. That's it. You got your crusted salmon, you got your claws, you got your greens, you got your mussels. This meal took maybe half an hour to make. Enough for the test. Let's bite into this. Perfect. Tender, soft, juicy, everything. That's literally perfect. Please do try this at home.